Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Brawl number 5, season number 1. I'm your host, Rotag, joined by my co-host, Wild Willy. Willy, how's it going today?
It's going okay, man. It's last week sort of flew by on me. I think it was that way for a lot of folks, but getting right back into it today. My wife baked a delicious tomato pie. It sounds weird,
Yes,
but it's actually pretty delicious. So, yeah, tomato pie. It's apparently a Southern specialty. My wife tried it out. She's a great baker, and it was really freaking tasty. So now I'm spreading the word. Tomato pie, it's where it's at.
There
Get
you
yourself
go.
some tomato pie or bakers.
Leave a like on this video because of tomato pie. Also, don't forget to subscribe, share it out, comment down below with who you thought should have won the Brawls. Hit us up on Twitter at Rotag and Willy, #Brawl. If you do not know how to play Brawl, there is a video short that you can go ahead and hit up on our channel that explains that. But here's a quick thing that you can pause the video and take a look at how the Brawl works as well. That being said, we are on the round of 32. We are ready. Willy's got the cards. We are heading to the Tokyo Dome. We have number 1 seed Darth Maul, who beat up on Barney, going against Michael Phelps, who took out NBA GOAT Michael Jordan earlier. So Darth Maul 1 seed, 9 seed Michael Phelps, 8 seed differential.
Indeed, 8-seed differentials means that Darth Maul, the Phantom Menace, can get a knockout immediately with Ace, King, Queen, Jack. For Star Wars fans, I know that Darth Maul himself is not the Phantom Menace, but he is a Sith Lord, and he is a pretty bad-looking dude. And he definitely took out Barney pretty hard last round, and he could get a knockout again with an Ace through Jack with that 8-seed differential.
Absolutely. Darth Maul, my favorite Star Wars character. I got him winning it all,
Very
too.
silent figure. All right, well, let's see how it turns out. Maul will draw first as a better seed, and he draws a 5 of diamonds. Not a strong start from Maul there. Michael Phelps counters with the Jack of clubs. Early 5-point lead for a champion swimmer and a surprise finisher thus far.
Well, yeah, he had a decent shot against Jordan.
And no longer. It is over. That is the Jack of diamonds. That's a knockout. Darth Maul advances to the Sweet 16.
I've got somebody that's finally making a little bit more of a run here, so that's good because it's been a rough sliding the last couple times after Batman did well in my first one, making the Elite 8. It's been a rough battle for me, so I'm glad to see Darth Maul making at least to the Sweet 16 here. I needed that.
Yeah, Rotag, I know you got all those stats up, and you can, sometime we'll get them up on Twitter too, so you can see exactly how they're doing. Maybe even have a little special stat show at the midway point. But both of us aren't doing too well for stats, and because it's so impossible to predict. I mean, Brawl number 1 went right down according to Chalk. 3 1 seeds in the Final Four. It was and we picked a bunch of upsets. And then Brawls 2 through 4, whole bunch of upsets. And here we are back in Brawl 5, and the favorites are coming to town, dropping some knockout cards. Lots of seeds. Cinderella is just getting wrecked in this Brawl, put it that way.
Yeah, well, and other than, Sweet D, she took out your pick already, Storm, to win it all.
That's
and
true.
So, I mean, there hasn't been as many, I know, upsets, and you're right in that we had a 75% knockout rate in the round of 64. And so far for the entire Brawl season, in the first half of it, the first 4 Brawls, I'm at 50% exactly. And you are at 50%, although 50% plus a decimal number that rounded down because you actually have 2 more wins and a loss, and I'm exactly 50%. So you're just slightly better than me, but we are both 50% picking, which is just, I don't know. Kissing.
Yep. Brawl 5 too. Not a single. We have yet to pick a champion. All 4 of our previous champs are. None of us picked them.
Well, yeah, and I mean we're not very good at picking Final Fours either. So.
Tough job, man. That's why Brawl Nation needs to show us up. Show us that they know how the cards are going to fall more than we do.
There
How
you
will
go.
you run us through our next brawl, Rotag?
All right, we got 4 seed Agent J, Will Smith's character from Men in Black, going up against Chris Vaughn, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's character from Walking Tall. So 2 different movie characters from 2 very famous, highly paid actors. I've got Agent J advancing here.
I do too. Let's hope he flashes that little memory stick at Chris Vaughn after he wrecks him, and Chris Vaughn can go back to his life without ever realizing he was in the brawl and that he got destroyed. Let's see what happens here. Agent J is the higher seed. We'll get it started, and he opens it up with an 8 of diamonds. As always, with seeds this close, there is no natural knockout cards. They'll take a joke for a knockout. Otherwise, it's going all 3 rounds.
Absolutely.
Chris Vaughn counters 8 of clubs. It's tied at 8 after round 1. Next card coming. King of Spades from Agent J.
Nice card, not a knockout card though, with the seeding only 1 differential, as you pointed out.
Another 8 of Spades from another 8 from Chris Vaughn, so it's still a very close match. 18-16 going into the final card. It's the Queen of Clubs from Agent J. That gives him a commanding lead. It will take a joker for Chris Vaughn to win. It's the Jack of Hearts, a commendable showing, a close fought fight, but 28-26, Agent J advances.
Yeah, that was a close fight there. 4-5 matchup. You expect them to be close, and the cards didn't lie this time. It was close, with the 4 seed just barely squeaking out, which is what it should be. You know, the 4 seed should be just that little bit better than the 5 seed, and in this case, it played out with the cards going as expected. So, anyways, we will move on to number 3 seed, a shark with legs, apparently, going up against a Jordanian Olympic hero who's got their gold medal from the Olympics back in Brazil in 2016, I believe. Ahmed Abagash. I'm probably butchering that name. My apologies. But he's 6 seed. So a 3 seed differential, that means knockout with the ace, correct?
That's correct. Ace and ace only, or of course, either can knock him out with Joker, but that mutant shark with legs is going to get the first card. And that's a weak start. Maybe he needs to get back in the water because a 4 of clubs is not the start you'd want from a 3 seed. Ahmad counters with the Queen of Spades. Early 6-point advantage for the Jordanian.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen other animals come in and not fare so well. You know, they wreck maybe their first opponent, but after that, it's a tough sledding for them. They've not fared well in these second-round matchups.
5 of hearts for that shark. Maybe he's turning into that shark from that old Katy Perry show and the Super Bowl. It's losing his advantage here. The Jordanian 9 of hearts, really strong card there. It is 19-9. We're looking at that shark needing to find an ace or a joker somewhere in that deck because he is getting kicked all over the place by this Olympian right now.
Yeah, if it's not an ace or a joker, then he's out. There's no card, even a 10 won't save him at this point.
That's not going to cut it. He's off beat. He's turning into that dancing shark. Only 11 points total. He's already behind. 8 of clubs. Jordanians through Ahmad is into the Sweet 16.
Well done. The shark is out of there. That was an odd entrant by the selection committee to be let in anyways. So I'm glad to see that he is out of there.
Indeed. All right, moving on. We got a matchup between 2 seed Jason from the horror movies and Jim Thorpe, one of the greatest Olympians and greatest athletes in history. And he took care of Teddy Roosevelt in round 1, but he's going to need to avoid some knockout cards in this one. Ace, king, or a queen will get a knockout for Jason.
Yeah. I mean, I have, Jason going pretty far, so
I actually have Thorpe here in the upset. Thorpe is my Final Four pick out of this region because I predicted some craziness, but who knows? Given how it's gone to chalk so far, we'll see how it goes. We'll see if he can take out the this horror movie figure and send him back to Crystal Lake.
For the camper's sake, let's hope not.
Jack of spades for Jason. Strong card, but not a knockout. Thorpe counters with the 3 of spades. First hit from Jason knocked Thorpe off a little bit. Early 7-point advantage for the monster. Jason's second card is the knockout. That's it for Thorpe. There goes my Final Four pick. Jason cruises to victory in this round of 32 matchup.
That he does, and it was a blow for sure for them. But for me, that means that I have picked the entire Sweet 16 correct in this part of the bracket with Darth, Maul, Agent J, Double A, and Jason all advancing.
See, you gave Ahmed a nickname there. Double A?
Well, why not? That's what we go to. Let us move on to the Grand Canyon region of the Brawl here. And so here in the Grand Canyon region, we have number 1 seed Galactus facing 8 seed Connor McDavid. Again, Galactus, biggest favorite maybe in all here of the Brawl that we've had so far. Going up against, the best there is probably in the NHL there. But I'm not sure he's on Galactus's level.
Not in a fist fight, that's for sure. Galactus is probably one of the top seeds that we've had in any of our competitions, and he's certainly a very strong figure here. I expect him to cruise to victory.
Yeah, he'll probably be able to handle some slap shots from him. Hockey players are known to be tough, but tough enough to take on Galactus, I don't know about that.
Yeah, he's going to have a few missing teeth after this fight, I think. 7 seed is the differential. That means a knockout can be achieved by Galactus with an ace, king, or a queen. First card coming is a 6 of diamonds from Galactus. My cat's meowing in the background. Sorry about that. King of clubs from Connor. Early 4-point advantage. Galactus with the jack of clubs. Connor with the 9 of spades. So it is 1916 Connor right now. Galactus, one of perhaps the top number 1 seed in the entire field, and my last Final Four pick, it's still surviving right now, is in serious trouble.
That's not good for your bracket at all. I've got him going to the Final Four too, so this is huge. He needs this.
I think he might. Oh no, that's not gonna cut it, Galactus. That's the 2 of clubs. Connor with the 7. Connor McDavid into the Sweet 16.
Well, that's right. It was not going to cut it. I mean, he was already dead in the water after that third card. It didn't matter what Connor McDavid did. We talk up Galactus, biggest one there. Oh, Connor McDavid. He's good in hockey, but that's not on the galactic level. And yet, here all of a sudden, just like Willy showed, he comes in with the smack and just smacks Goliath down. And you know what? Connor McDavid, he's moving on. So, you know what? There's a positive note for a lot of people to see him move on.
Yeah, knocking Galactus off the Grand Canyon. Connor is moving on. Galactus is trying to figure out what happened there, how he couldn't even find a knockout card, and he needed one desperately. Weak showing there from Galactus. My Final Four is done. I think you'll be retaking the lead over me in this little bracket picking competition, because my Final Four is gone. My bracket is a sea of red. Wow. I'm just hoping for chaos from here on out. Let's get weird with it. Let's have the creepy Six Flags guy go all the way.
Change your tune on him all of a sudden, I see. All right. Our 4-5 matchup is, again, only 1 seed differential, so that means there's no other knockouts other than jokers. We have 4-seeded Goliath versus 5-seeded Genghis Khan.
Here we go. Let's see how this one turns out. Goliath opens it up with a king of diamonds. Strong start there from the Philistine. 4 of clubs from Genghis Khan. Early advantage to Goliath.
Yeah. Where's the Mongolian beef?
Losing steam here. 3 of hearts from Goliath, countered by an 8 of spades from Genghis Khan. It's anybody's game again. It is 13-12. Goliath going into the final card.
Yeah, I mean, you're laughing at that, but there was a commercial, back, I don't know, when we were younger, that was a commercial. Where's the beef? Right? Do you remember that commercial? Where's the beef?
Oh, where's the... I do. Where's the Mongolian beef is different, though, and that's Mongolian beef is some tasty junk.
Well, I put the spin on it because, isn't Genghis Khan from Mongolia?
Yes.
So, I mean, I was trying to do a nice play on words there, I thought I was pretty clever, but,
I appreciate that. My one of my favorite buffet spots from when I was in high school was a Oriental buffet in Sarasota, and they had the Mongolian grill, and you could just put whatever sort of meats or veggies and sauces you wanted. You could just tell them to put it on the grill, and they'd grill it up for you. And now I'm hungry. So let's see what happens in the last card. 13-12 advantage for Goliath. 10 of clubs there for Goliath. That's a strong card. Genghis Khan counters with a 2 of spades. Looks like that Mongolian beef went bad. Goliath is through. Genghis Khan is out.
Yeah, that's normally happens to me after I hit up, one of those buffets like that. It all tastes good, but about an hour later, it just doesn't stay well. And, that's what happened with Genghis Khan. He started feeling it. He got his plate made. He got his beef cooking there. And then it was the results afterwards just didn't seem to work out in his favor. So back to Mongolia, no longer in the Grand Canyon. Goliath is moving on to face 8 seed Connor McDavid. So Goliath will have a 4 seed advantage there, and that's Ace King, I believe.
And in our last brawl, we had Gable Stevenson was a 4 seed advance all the way to the championship. So 4 seeds are doing pretty well right now, and Goliath is through to the next round.
All right, 3 seed Beast from X-Man taking up 6 seed Dick Butkus with pads from the NFL Hall of Famer. Let's see how this one plays out, Willie.
Indeed. Ace and ace only will be a knockout potential with a 3 seed differential, and the Beast opens it up with the king of clubs. Strong start there from the Beast. He's blue. He's angry. Butkus, 3 of hearts. Beast next card, 9 of spades, 19 through just 2 rounds. Butkus, though, counters with the jack, stays in it, but barely. It is 19-13 going into the final card. Beast's final card is the 7 of hearts. Butkus is going to need to find a joker somewhere in there. He finds the jack of diamonds. That's not going to be enough. It is 26-23. The Beast is through.
Respectable showing. Yeah, respectable showing by Dick Butkus. And I thought that it was going to come back to bite the Beast when he didn't get the knockout card, because sometimes it seems like they get close to that knockout card, but they don't quite get the knockout card, and then it couldn't come back to bite them. But in this case, Beast didn't get the knockout, but he does move on, and he will face either 2 seed Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw Massacre or 7 seed Oscar De La Hoya, Olympian, boxing legend. It'll be an interesting showdown here with a 5 seed differential.
Indeed, and Beast is through. Butkus, though, again, he went the distance. That's always respectable when you are heavily overmatched. He is a worthy competitor here in Brawl. Nothing to be ashamed about there from Butkus.
Other than his
Here we go. Leatherface De La Hoya. 5 seed is the differential. That means an ace, king, or a queen will get a knockout. Leatherface opens it up with the 10 of diamonds. That is countered by De La Hoya with a jack of diamonds. Tie matchup, strong start for both competitors.
Yeah, didn't see that from De La Hoya, but I'm glad to see he's got some fight left in him.
3 of hearts from Leatherface.
Uh-oh. Not showing that he's as strong.
3 of spades. 3 of spades from De La Hoya. Had an opening there, but it's still tied going into round 3.
What an exciting finish this is going to be because, yeah, with it all tied up, it's just a one-card flip-flop here. It's like a simple game of war at this point. Still lots of knockout cards,
With
though.
some knockout potential, though. Other face can get an ace, king, or queen. End it right now. It's a 10. That's a very strong card. A 10 or any sort of face card will send it to OT. An ace will win it for De La Hoya. It's a 6 of clubs. Respectable showing, but Leatherface is through to the Sweet 16.
23-19. And yeah, we've not had any ties in a while. We didn't have any at all last Brawl, and we haven't had any in this Brawl at all. And the previous one, we had a couple of them in Brawl 3 or 2, I think it was. A couple of overtime ones. So let's head over to the third region, Mos Eisley Cantina, where we have 9-seeded Patrick Mahomes actually having the advantage because 6-seed, Six Flags, old man from the commercials, is actually the one that beat the Guardians of the Galaxy in the biggest upset that we've ever seen here on Brawl. And we've seen some powerful figures go down, but this was the biggest upset. It topped even the weeks before, where a 16-1, because the differential between that 16-1 was not nearly the differential between this 16-1. And so, yeah, biggest upset ever.
Yeah.
Can the Six Flags man continue this against Patrick Mahomes, NFL money man, big contract? He's got $500 million coming his way, but he doesn't have a Brawl championship yet, and he might want to add that.
Indeed, he might. And we've had some creepy figures do very well. We had a creepy birthday party magician make a run in one of these brawls. Now we got the creepy guy from the Six Flags commercials. I know in terms of all the thick commercials that creep people out, that's got to be near the top. That guy is creepy. He's a weirdo, and he knocked out the Guardians of the Galaxy. So he's a 16 seed, but this Cinderella might not be capturing America's hearts right now because they want to see him gone. But who knows? Weirder things have happened. I'm kind of pulling for him. Let's get weird with it. 7-seed differential here. That means that Mahomes can get a knockout with an ace, king, or a queen. Mahomes will draw first. 9 of clubs. Creepy Six Flags guy counters with the 5 of hearts.
Not quite the Joker start that he had last time.
Indeed. Mahomes, 6 of hearts.
Mahomes better wake up.
Joker from the Six Flags guy. The 16 seed is into the Sweet 16 with the second straight Joker in as many rounds.
A Joker knockout. Oh my goodness. This guy has to be the luckiest person there is. He has gotten 2 Jokers in his thing. Now, he's got 3 cards, but he's knocked out people that are way better than him, and that's because he's getting the Joker, not because he's beating them 3 cards and going the distance. He is doing any shady tactic he can. He is putting them on the roller coaster. He is not giving them the little harness, and they are just flying off into just oblivion at that point. Oh my gosh. You have now cursed the whole Brawl. We're going to have this creepy Six Flags guy winning this whole thing. I don't know how sweet it is anymore, but a 16 seed is going to the Sweet 16.
Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Probably, he's going to be in the running for one of the dirtiest fighters in the Brawl. As a 16 seed, he can't get any natural knockouts. He's got to do it dirty, and he is doing his competitors dirty here in this one.
2 wins, 2
cat,
knockouts.
Just like many of you.
I mean, it's just unfathomable. I mean, we see some strong Brawl competition from various, competitors, but normally they're the higher seeds getting those knockouts and looking good. This is the lowest seed you can get, and it's got 2 knockouts and 2 wins. He's impressive no matter what anybody says. Definitely will probably be given another chance in another Brawl if this doesn't go his way, because the competitor that he is showing that he's ready for, the big time.
Wow. Sorry, guys. My cat is right here and is demanding attention. Got to push him away. All parents are working from home.
That's exactly what you expect here on Rotag and Willy Show. Professionalism.
Dog's asking me let out down there at Rotag's house. Got my cat here. Messing with my screen, messing with my table. Anyways, we got
all right. 4 seed Leonidas going up against 5 seed Mr. Joshua to see who gets to take on the dirty Six Flags Joker man.
Indeed. Will it be? Will the battle cry be "This is Sparta," or will Joshua just stoically defeat him? Let's see what happens. No natural knockout card of 4 versus 5. Leonidas will draw first for Sparta. And it's a 10 of hearts. Good start there for the Spartan. Mr. Joshua counters at the 4 of diamonds. 8 of diamonds for Leonidas. Mr. Joshua, though, gets back in the fight with an ace of diamonds. It is 18-15 going into the final card.
Yeah, close one. Ready for that final card to see what happens for both of them.
It's a Joker. The other Joker in the deck. The red Joker's drawn this time. And Leonidas hitting him with something. Mr. Joshua's knocked out.
And 2 victories in this region, the last 2 by Joker. And we saw 3 Jokers in the first round of 64 in this region here. So this region is definitely showing that it is the Joker region of the others because, I mean, we're hitting them up with lots of Jokers. The Tokyo Dome only had 1 Joker in it so far. Grand Canyon only 1 Joker. Again, now the most sizes, that's 5 Jokers. And in the last one, the Alliance Arena one, they haven't had any. So the fact that we've had 5 in this one region, wow. Dirty players, nonetheless. Ric Flair may be the dirtiest player in the game, is what they say. But you know what? There are a lot of dirty players right here in Mos Eisley Cantina. It's getting dirty.
You fans of Star Wars out there know that the Mos Eisley Cantina is no surprise to see dirty tactics being employed because there's some shady figures in Mos Eisley, and they are matching their location here with some dirty tactics.
Let's see what happens when Mufasa, the 3 seed, takes on 6 seed Bruce Lee in our next matchup. I want to get it to where it pops up.
Only knockout potential for the Lion King here. Mufasa can get a knockout of an ace, or of course a Joker. Mufasa opens it up with the 8 of hearts. Bruce Lee counters with the ace of spades. Strong start there from Bruce Lee. Fighting a lion. He's going to need all the help he can get. 6 of diamonds from Mufasa. 3 of hearts from Bruce Lee. Losing steam there. It is tied. 14-14. Tie game going into the final card.
Yeah. We'll see if we see one of those knockouts with the Joker coming.
10 of clubs from Mufasa. Bruce Lee will need a face card or a 10 to send it to OT or an ace to win. That's not going to cut it. Mufasa is into the Sweet 16.
Mufasa. Ooh. Mufasa. Ooh. Love that line from the movie. But Mufasa making a bigger run than the Shark did. And so he comes up, he takes out Bruce Lee with a score of 24-16. Not making it that close there at the end. The last matchup we have is our number 2 seed, Freddy Krueger, one of my Final Four guys, going up against 7 seed, Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
Not going to do a Slim Jim.
Not paid advertisement.
7 versus a 2. I love Slim Jims, man. Those things. Sometimes that's all I have for lunch. I'll snap into a Slim Jim, and that'll be lunch for that day.
All right. Well, let's continue that discussion later on after all the brawl action is complete because we are nearly 30 minutes into this brawl already for round 32.
Good call on the timing. Let's see what happens. Ace through queen is a knockout potential for Freddy Krueger. It's a 2 from Freddy. Weak start there from the King of Nightmares. King of Hearts from Macho Man.
Oh.
Could we see an upset in the making here?
Rotag. Macho Man needs to be put to sleep in order for Freddy to get any interest here. Hopefully, for my sake, Freddy, puts him into a dreamland because it's not looking good for Freddy right now.
That's the knockout. Queen of Hearts. Macho Man is put to sleep. Freddy Krueger is into the next round.
And the nightmare came true, and Freddy is moving on. He will face Mufasa in the next round. And we also have Six Flags Old Man going up against Leonidas. in the round of Sweet 16 there. Our last region we're heading over to for the final 4 matchups here in the round of 32. We are in Alliance Arena, and we are watching number 1 Pennywise taking on number 9 seed Bryce Harper.
Well, Bryce Harper's average sometimes dips into the sewer. We'll see if he can be lured in there by Pennywise for this fight.
Well, we did see Jason advance, correct? And we did see Leatherface advance, correct? And
also true.
And we did just now see Freddy advance, yes? So
all the horror movie figures seem to be succeeding in this round.
Yeah, and so Pennywise, he doesn't want to be left out here and be considered, left. The other ones were all number 2 seeds also. And so Pennywise, to be it, needs to show that he was the right selection as number 1 and needs to win here too. He can't afford to go down to Bryce Harper. Otherwise, when they get that movie villains together at their little, gatherings that they do, their clubs that they meet at and stuff like that, like I've seen in the cartoons, where all the horror villains get together and stuff,
I'll be making fun of him.
That's right,
popping his balloons.
I was going to say, he's going to get laughed at, and he doesn't want that there. He doesn't want, Jason to come up there and start slashing him with his jokes,
Hang out in the losers bracket with Galactus and the Guardians. This cat was trying to tear up my bracket.
Are the Guardians villains now? Are they the villains get together?
Well, they're definitely losers right now. I'm a little bit salty at them and Galactus. I had them both making deep runs in this tournament. They were out in the first 2 rounds.
Is that like the
here we go?
The spelling bee when like somebody loses a spelling bee and they have the consoling room or whatever when they get eliminated, they have to go to that room, to get consoled.
The consoling room?
Yeah.
I was not aware that they had that.
I'm pretty sure they do.
I guess that's
maybe that was on Cheap Seats, and I'm just thinking that it was there. Great show, by the way.
Cheap Seats, good show. Anyway, 1 versus 9 seed. Jinx. Rotag owes me a Coke. Pennywise can get a knockout with an ace through Jack. Pennywise opens it up with a 9 of clubs. Bryce Harper counters with the 9 of diamonds. He ain't afraid of no clown. 6 of clubs from Pennywise. Jack of clubs from Bryce Harper. He's got great hair, and he's got a 19 to 15 advantage going into the 3rd card. 2 of hearts from Pennywise. 6 of hearts from Bryce Harper. And Bryce Harper, with his big contract, is marching on into the next round.
Yeah, Pennywise throwing a weak, 17 total points, where Bryce Harper throws 25. He's moving on. Pennywise is now the laughingstock of the horror villains. He's not getting anything going on in there. He's not going to get a chance at the Tournament of Champions even because he didn't make the Final 4. This worked out good for me because I had Xena Warrior Princess beating Pennywise anyway, so as long as she can handle Walker Texas Ranger here, that'll be good news for my bracket.
Well, I got Ranger Walker marching all the way to the Elite 8, so we'll see what happens here in this next fight, which is 4 seed Xena Warrior Princess against 5 seed Walker Texas Ranger. No natural knockout cards, but we have seen that does not stop people from pulling the Joker. Xena will draw first, and Xena opens it up with the 6 of hearts. Walker counters with the Jack of clubs. Xena's next card, Ace of spades. She's back in the fight.
17-10.
Walker counters with the 9 of clubs. It's a close and strong fight between this matchup. 19 to 17 Walker going into the final card.
Yes, it is. It'll be interesting to see how this one finishes up. In the clubhouse,
diamonds for
26.
Xena Warrior Princess.
7 to tie.
26 right now. Yep. 7 to tie. Anything bigger to win for Walker. It's the Jack of Spades. Walker Texas Ranger is into the next round.
Wow, were some high cards there. We had 2 jacks, 2 9s, and ace. If that wasn't for the weak 6 to that Xena Warrior Princess threw out in the beginning, then it's not. It would have been a different story. However, she did throw that 6. It cost her. And you know what? Her show is canceled. Walker, Texas Ranger, you're getting renewed for another season. We'll see you in the Sweet 16. 3-seeded.
Roundhouse kicks all around.
Absolutely, for sure, Willie. I'm glad I didn't receive one of those. Those look painful. 3-seed, the Mountain, will take on 6-seed, the Santa Claus. I'm sorry, not the Santa Claus, just Santa Claus. No, the. It's not like the Santa Claus or
Santa
the
Claus.
Ohio State University. We're just talking about Santa Claus.
He wears red. And he's going up against the Mountain. Two pretty large guys here. The Mountain with a 3-seed advantage will have an ace and ace only as a knockout potential. He opens up with a 9 of clubs. Strong start for the Mountain.
The only way Santa Claus was ever The only way Santa Claus was ever as big as the Mountain was when it was Santa with muscles, played by Hulk Hogan in that movie. That'd be the only time it would be close to what the Mountain size is. Santa's been eating way too many Christmas cookies and stuff like that. He is not physically fit the way the Mountain is. All right, and I just want to make that differentiation there.
I just said that they're both large. The Mountain is just pure muscle. Santa is pure fat and magic. But right now it's just 9-7. Muscles versus fat and magic. So we'll see what happens. 4 of diamonds for the Mountain. Santa counters with the Queen of Hearts, commanding 17-13 lead going into the final card for Kris Kringle.
Santa should put me on the nice list because I've been bad talking him, which you would think would end up on the naughty list. But as soon as I start bad talking any of the competitors, they start doing so much better. So Santa, you can thank me by stuffing my stocking with some nice cold hard cash or some sponsors for this show. We're looking for those.
King of Spades from the Mountain. He's back in this fight. He is in the clubhouse with 23.
Maybe I sabotaged Santa just then.
So, 17 for Santa right now. He needs a 6 to tie. Anything bigger to take the win. That's not going to cut it, Santa. Christmas Eve is over. The Mountain is through to the next round. We know he's good at single combat from Game of Thrones, and he has knocked out Santa Claus here.
Well, we've had a brawl happen for one of the regions at the North Pole, so Santa watched there and got some good action to see there. There was an angry elf involved in one of the brawls and stuff like that, and so Santa dips his hat into this one. Unfortunately, the Mountain is the Grinch who stole Christmas and has taken away Santa Claus's opportunity for Brawl Champion here. But, we still wish Santa all the best, in the coming months as he prepares for a busy, busy time coming up for him later on in the year. 7-seed Captain Winters versus 15-seed Cinderella Sweet D beating up Storm in the first round, knocking out Willy's champion pick right away is the next matchup and the final matchup in this region and for the round of 32. Is Sweet D going to continue to use her sweetness all the way on?
I don't think so. Captain Winters is a strong competitor there. 101st Airborne, easy company. I think he takes it here. He's got the ace through jack advantage with an 8-seed differential. Yeah,
and 2 of my final 4 picks were already knocked out. One of them was Storm as well, and so I had her going far. But I was all excited. I was hoping that maybe we would get to see Pennywise versus Sweet D. Pennywise has already screwed that up, so Sweet D, it's going to be a sweet goodbye for you because I think Captain Winters is now going to take you out because the dream matchup of you versus Pennywise didn't happen. It just was not going to happen.
Nice wordplay. Here we go. Captain Winters will draw first, and he draws a 9 of spades. Sweet D counters with the 6 of hearts. Captain Winters' next card. Where's a weak start there? That's the 4 of clubs. Looked like he took a bullet. Ricochet. Fragment into shin there, just like in Band of Brothers. But Sweet D can't take advantage. 4 of hearts from Sweet D. It is 13-10 going into the final round.
Yeah, Sweet D had the opportunity there to make it competitive, but unless Winters gets shot in the leg again, it's not going to go well for Sweet D in the last card here, I don't think.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God.
Hampered with the 2 of insane. Winters, you're in trouble. He's in the clubhouse with just 15. So Sweet D needs a 5 to tie. Anything bigger than a 5 will give Sweet D from Patty's Pub in Philadelphia a ticket to the Sweet 16.
Gotta love the brawl, man. Anything can happen. Overtime! No, that is not good
We
for
have
Sweet D.
overtime here in Alliance Arena, going to extra time. Wow.
Yeah,
anything can happen here. You said it. We got a fourth card coming. We are in OT.
Yeah, that's not good for
Winners.
Sweet D.
Strong card there. Face card will send it to another round of overtime. We've never had double OT. Ace will give Sweet D the win. Oh my goodness, it's an ace! Sweet D is into the next round with the OT victory.
Sweet D. Oh my, oh my. Sweet D is moving into the Sweet 16. We have such a Sweet 16 now because we have a sweet person in there and we have a 16 seed in there, making it really a Sweet 16 for everybody. Final thoughts on this brawl,
wow,
Willie?
What a way to end. What a way to end that brawl. Round of 32. We have never had, it's going mostly to chalk, but we've never had a 15 seed and a 16 seed in the Sweet 16. Pulling off the magic twice. Who knows how it's going to wind up? Sweet D's going to fight the mountain next. She won't be looking forward to that. But Captain Winters is out. I don't know who I got. I'll probably pick Darth Maul, given how I might be with you on that one in terms of what my head is thinking. Darth Maul has the advantage moving forward as the only one seed left.
Yeah, it's going to be a crazy finish, here for us. But I'm excited. This brawl is continuing to deliver nonstop action. Great knockouts rates, great Joker surprises, upsets here. This is everything that the brawl could ask for and more. I'm excited. Once again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this. If you're having fun, leave a comment down below about what you think about the action. Hit us up on Twitter at Rotag and Willy, #BRAWL. I'm Rotag, he's Willy. We will see you tomorrow for the round of Sweet 16 here at Brawl 5. Peace out, guys.